I'll leave it there for you guys. I want to bring the panel back in to react to what we just heard from both of you. Jonathan is here, Tom as well. Lisa Daftari is still with us. What's your reaction?
Well, this whole thing, the way that he was talking about earlier about the politics of the whole situation, we're fighting one group. This is one ideology, and we need to stop trying to mix politics with war fighting. I think that's the...
So what does that mean? I mean, what do you mean we're fighting one group?
It's one ideology, and you can call them, you know, Al-Qaeda in Yemen. You can call them ISIS. You can just call them Al-Qaeda or these other few different names that they have. But the reality is you're fighting a group that is of one ideology. They share tactics. Mm-hmm. A lot of them take what they're doing from the Al-Qaeda training manual that was written long time ago, and it's just a very similar group. The recruiting, really, it's like the military and the DOD. You know, you have the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and the Coast Guard, and you have one recruiting office, and, you know, people decide where they want to go. It's the same thing with all these different groups.
So how do you respond? I mean, what do you do? Do you grab up anyone? I mean, this has been sort of the point in this whole segment is, do you go out and you grab up anyone who has made contact with any of these groups and looks like they want to join up?
I don't know about grab them up, because people in this country have rights, and you can't just grab them off the street and question them and hold them for long periods of time. Some of these other countries, yes, you can grab them up and do different things. But to their point, it is a law enforcement problem, because it comes down to the streets of the cities. It comes down to the country itself. So it's law enforcement's problem. When you have people walking up and shooting cops. Law enforcement was aware of these killers before they went out, and they were still able to do what they did. Right. To my point before, they gave them up. They were following them in France, and for budgetary reasons, they gave them up. In the United States, I think we would have continued. I'd like to believe the Joint Terrorist Task Force would have continued to follow them week after week, day after day.
Lisa, real quick.
Well, I think the criticism, let's bring it back to this country, the criticism is always about how we gather intelligence. If we're spying, if we're doing this, we're looking through emails. The criticism should really be about how we use the intelligence that we do gather, and I think that that's where we should really focus in on.
Okay. All right, we're going to leave it there. Thank you.